Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going, and welcome back to this week's vendor reset, the greatest on the interweb. It's May 28th and today's vendor video will cover my top picks, hot ticket, interesting items, and must buy gear for the week. Remember to show your support if you enjoy or find this video helpful, a simple like is all that it takes, and if you're not already, please subscribe. Righto champions, with that said and done, let's get stuck in and check out the vendors. Kicking things off this week, we're going to start at the Countdown vendor, where we've got the Mozambique Special, we've got the Combustor chest piece, and we've also got the Ekim's long stick. The Ekim's long stick's not too bad, but they are mid to low tier items. If you do need any of these and you want to pick them up, remember that they're going to cost you 75 Countdown credits each. Dropping on in to see Marco at the Haven. Unfortunately, by the quick glance at everything, there's not a whole lot happening here. Fingers crossed for Roy, I guess. Righto, what's our old mate Roy got this week? This ACR pass. The GR9 with Sadist actually isn't too bad. That might be worth grabbing. However, everything else is pretty dog shit. At the White House vendor this week, we've got the Swap Chain SMG. It's not a great gun. Quickly having a sticky beak at the other items, there's nothing else here that really stands out. So, pass and moving on. Inside at your Clan vendor this week, we've got the Grudge. It does come with health on it, so you're going to have to roll that off to damage to targets out of cover. The Rigger's holster, no thanks. The Umbra mask is okay. Aegis gloves, and unfortunately, just browsing through everything else, it all looks pretty terrible. There's an 8% headshot damage mod that might suit the newer players or returning players to the game. Now we're at the Theatre Settlement where we have the Calibre. The only other item that I suggest taking a look at would be these Providence knee pads. 10.8% weapon damage, 10.1% crit hit damage, and 4.5% crit hit chance. Max it out for all reds, or you can even roll armor to it. At the castle, we have the new Reliable. If you've got dog shit aim, this might help, but you are going to be missing damage. Nothing else tickles my pickle, but there is a 5.8% healing mod for your healing chem launcher. 7.5 is the max, and they're really hard to come by. At the campus, we've got the Tabula Rasa. Again, it's another underwhelming LMG. And again, it's another underwhelming vendor because by the looks of things, there's not much here at all either. Righto champions, it's now time for our Dark Zone vendors, and we're going to start at DZ West where we've got the Baker's Dozen. It used to be okay, not anymore. However, this 1886 is godly. Rifle damage, crit hit damage, already has damage to targets out of cover on it, and it already comes with the talent Determined. Determined is completely busted in both PvE and PvP, we all know that. In my eyes, this one's definitely worth the 102 DZ resources. We've also got some Future Gloves and True Patriot knee pads, but they're very easy to farm for. And the Grupo gloves here are pretty decent as well, weapon damage, crit hit damage, swap the headshot to crit. Shooting on down to DZ South, we've got the Gift Backpack. Unfortunately, this one's a rainbow one. Weapon damage, skill damage, and armor regen. Pass. We've also got a Vector with damage to targets out of cover and killer. Unfortunately, everything else is pretty trash. And rounding off the vendors for this week, we're going to finish up at DZ East where we've got the Commando. Another terrible item. The Negev does have 2 max rolls on it, but I would be passing. And there's an okay Wyvern holster with a skill tier status and skill damage, but very easy to farm for, save your DZ resources. And unfortunately that's going to wrap it up for this week's vendor reset champions. If you're interested in the daily targeted loot, it's on your screen now. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and make sure that you show your support by smashing the like button on this video, and if you're not already, make sure that you hit the subscribe. Everyone's support is always greatly appreciated, and remember to stay frosty, keep looting, shooting, and give 'em hell. I hope to catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.